Moss Park, in Toronto's downtown east, is a community often overlooked in city planning. Unlike its revitalized neighbor, Regent Park, Moss Park's redevelopment has stalled due to the Ontario Line's construction. Yet despite systemic neglect, its residents, both in TCHC housing and surrounding homes, continue to fight for their neighborhood, confronting challenges imposed by the bureaucracy and distant decision makers. The recent Moss Park safety meeting, led by City's Identify Impact program, is a testament to its resilience. Here, safety isn't just a policy, it's a daily struggle. Residents aren't just voicing concerns, they're demanding action and shaping solutions on their own terms. This is about reclaiming power in a community too often defined by outsiders. Today, the people of Moss Park take another step towards securing their future. To fully grasp the gravity of the issues discussed and the resilience of the community members working towards solutions, we are presenting the meeting in its entirety. In its full length, the depth of these conversations, the urgency of the concerns, and the collective determination to create change became undeniable.
Hi everyone. My name is Zaina Hussoon. I am the community health worker for the Enhanced Safety Network, and this is Hanan.
Yeah, my name's Hanan. I'm the community health ambassador working along with Zaina on the Enhanced Safety Network.
Thank you. First, I did want to say thank you guys for even opening up the space. Is it good? Okay. So, as mentioned, we are part of the Enhanced Safety Network. We're from the agency Flemington Health Center, but I did want to preface that we don't want this to be an agency-led meeting. This is supposed to be resident-led, co-led by you guys that are here. So I really hope you guys are able to engage, to connect with one another. If you have seen the faces of the people within your community, if you haven't seen anyone here, introduce yourselves, familiarize yourselves with the people here. But I really do want this to be an evening for us to connect and engage with you guys. Although this is a safety meeting, I do want to recognize that safety goes beyond the physical violence of what we really recognize what safety is. It's about creating a safe space for you guys to engage with one another, and also creating a space where you feel heard and hopefully feel seen in a way that, maybe you have already or haven't. There are people here that you may haven't met, so again, really try to engage with people not only at your table, but those around as we go throughout this night, okay? So there should be an agenda at the table, but if not, I'll go through it. So I want this to be a really informal meeting. Like, don't think of, it's not even a meeting, it's usually just like a community gathering. I would like to say that, because again, this is our first time being here in this context. So think of it just like as a way for us to gather. And this is not the first time. It is hopefully going to be continuous as well, and that is really heavily reliant on your feedback and the comments that you guys are making today. Do not be scared. I'm really open to critique as well. So for the Enhanced Safety Network, essentially it is a program or project under the City of Toronto, and it is a way for us to build capacity for residents, for community leaders, for those that live within the community, not only in Moss Park, but across the city, to lead these type of tables, to lead these networks of support, these networks where you're able to not only talk about the issues in regards to violence, but create actionable solutions. Solutions don't happen right away. They happen over time. They can be direct or indirect for the ways that you look at them, but this is just a space for us to co-develop those solutions through the ways that you believe that they should be. Because you guys are living in this neighborhood or work within this neighborhood. I don't live here. I went to Jarvis for high school, but that's as close as I've been to this area. But it's really just about building that, and hopefully this gathering could be opening that door for how that looks like for you guys, okay? I think that's really it. I think there is Nemo and Halimo that were here, but I think they're with the youth right now, and they have been a really core aspect of bringing you all here, as you guys have known. They have been working with the youth over the past, I think about like 6 weeks now, for the 6 weeks, to train them as youth ambassadors for the Enhanced Safety Network, which is really good, because a lot of these things that are happening, not only safety related, but community related, youth aren't really involved. So we're really trying to center how we can involve youth in this process, not only at the meetings, but actually pushing the word out, whether it's outreach, whether it's leading these things. So a part of the Enhanced Safety Network, as I mentioned, is capacity building. So we've been building their capacity. I know Nemo and Halimo will speak to it more, but they've been, I wouldn't say trained, but they've been led through these workshops. And if you look over there, those are some of the topics that they created, those posters over there, while they were going through these workshops. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that context in terms of Enhanced Safety Network, but I also do want to introduce Stephanie as well to speak to CCRP, because that is also a really core part. And Abel as well, so thank you guys.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you. We'll make this quick, but thank you to Zenya, definitely to Nemo and Halima and Leah for making this happen. So I'm Stephanie Muzral. I'm with the City of Toronto's Community Crisis Response Program, along with, some of you may know, my amazing colleague who used to be the youth outreach worker for the area, who is actually now with CCRP. So Abel is here as well to support this evening. So some of you may know, some of you we know, and some of you may not know us, but we are part of a team who supports our communities through crisis intervention, prevention work, as well as safety networks to address a very particular aspect of community violence, which is gun violence. And so we come out and support the communities after something happens, help folks get connected to services and supports. But what we really love to do is to support the communities, youth, moms, caregivers with mobilizing or implementing those actions that you all mentioned. That's our role. So we're also here this evening just to support, but also to listen, so that we have a better understanding of the perspective from youth and the community members around Moss Park. And then we're here to support. That's really what we do. So thank you.
Thank you.
Eventually it'll be him talking all the time. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Yeah, so if you guys needed more information on CCRP, on Enhanced Safety Network, we do have the brochures at the table. There are more here. There's a lot of resources from neighborhood information posts. We have a lot of information from CCRP, from community wellness and recovery as well. So as before you guys leave, take the brochures, and there's a lot of information from there as well. So next we'll have the youth leaders are here, so please do give them a hand. They're going to be speaking to what they've been doing over the past few weeks. And yeah, they're just going to do their presentation, so give them a hand. They're coming. They're coming. I think they're shy. There you go. Yes.
They want to stand. No, it's fine. You guys can stand over there, so that then we can talk about it. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Fartoon. And I'm Nejma.
Wait a second. Can somebody just hold it? Okay, I'll hold it for them. So, just good evening, everybody. My name is Sarah. I'm part of the IMPACT. Oh, it's going to be hard for us because we didn't. Good evening, everybody. My name is Sarah, and I'm part of the IMPACT, facilitated as the lead. And we're here at Moss Park with the youth from Moss Park, and they're going to do a quick introduction and what they have done throughout the workshop at Moss Park. But go ahead, first introduction.
Hi, I'm Fartoon. And I'm Nejma.
So they're going to show us a little bit of visual, because a few of the youth, they said that not every youth like to speak. Some youth like to visualize or dance or perform. So go ahead, Najma, can you show us a letter? And Fartu is going to mention what those letters are.
S, A, Safety.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Come over here. Thank you. And now we're going to introduce for the youth. Go
Hello, everybody. My name is Samir. I work with the impact group, and yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Yahya Muhammad and I'm also part of impact. If it wasn't for impact, I would not have the confidence to be here in front of all you guys.
Hi, my name's Taqib. I'm 15 and I'm a youth and community safety ambassador for impact.
Hi everyone, my name's Fatima. I'm 16 and I'm also a youth ambassador for impact.
Hi, my name is Ugbath. I'm 14 years old, and I'm also with the impact.
And now we're going to ask a few things for the youth in regarding what is the main causes or reason for community not being safe. Who wants to take the lead and answer that?
I'll take the lead. So you guys heard the saying, money is the root of all evil, correct? Yes. I disagree. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Every time you hear cases of kids shooting each other, kids using drugs, are they rich? No, they're kids who come from low-income households. So I'd say the solution for a safe neighborhood is starting with the youth. So more opportunities for the youth, for them to make money, for them to stay off the streets, and to prevent them from, doing these bad activities they're doing.
I believe that to create a safe community, I agree with Yahya as well that the reason that we see unsafe activities in our community is the lack of money and the lack of opportunity for the youth. So they go out onto the streets to find what they couldn't find through legal means.
For me, it's that at night, most kids are unable to go outside and enjoy feel safe. So if there were more lights or safety or more people or money to fund this, it'll feel a lot safer.
So as Fanmo said, more lights. Without light, I feel like it's more dangerous. So if more lights, it'd be less dangerous.
Thank you, Impact. Now, what do you guys would think is the solution for safe community, would you say, coming from the youth of Moss Park?
I believe one solution we could implement is better youth outreach programs, such as the impact program that we're all in, to better connect the youth to better employment services and better outreach.
Yeah, I agree with Samir. We just need more opportunities for the youth to keep them off the streets.
I agree with these two as well. I think it's just the truth. I think that we need more opportunities for the youth to better themselves, to get into the workplace, get into the marketplace, and actually gain experience.
Like I said before, there should be more lights. I also believe there should be parks, places for youth to sit or hang out, more places for them, so that they're somewhere, rather than the streets. So yeah.
So as you said, parks, so then they could communicate, not lead to violence and stuff.
Yes, it is. And then if you guys can come here for the youth. So this is one of the things, as we mentioned, not everybody loves to do the speaking engagement. There's also a lot of artists, a lot of visual, and we have great artists. Can you guys come over here for Impact and just showcase what it is that you draw and explain it? Who's going to go first for the team? So let's say for the safety. Notice this. Here. Fatuma and so on. Yeah.
So we created 2 different posters for safety, or what makes it feel like a safe community. So over here we have park benches. One reason to make a safe community is to have some place where youth or people could sit down. park where it's like where we could talk. We would also have garbages, or like people to clean up the garbage, because sometimes in parks there's, garbage is a mess and usually people wouldn't go there because of it.
So, me and my group made this project. As you can see, there's diversity, equality. I feel like equality is the main thing that Moss Park needs. So, if there's equality, we could all live together.
So this is my group's drawing, and specifically me, I drew these flowers and this tree, because nobody wants to go to a depressing, dark, gray neighborhood, right? We want to go to a vibrant, nice, colorful neighborhood. So that's why I drew this. Who's next? Oh, you didn't draw anything?
So I want to ask you guys, what are some of the transferable skills in the workshop that you guys are able to carry forward, not only in your school day to day, but also beyond?
For me, it's definitely punctuality. The first few weeks, I would come late, and then I'd get screamed at for coming late. So I had to work on my punctuality, which, is much better now.
So I feel like it's like confidence. Before I couldn't really talk, but now I feel like I could talk way more better.
Same as Ugba. For me, it was also confidence. When I first joined, I was shy. I didn't really speak much, but now I'm presenting in front of you guys, so.
For me, it's definitely public speaking and team building. I don't really work very well in groups, and through the workshop, we work together to, make these posters and stuff.
Something I learned from this program would probably be the importance of networking and the importance of creating like people that could give you references into a workspace, and it's a job market.
Thank you guys. As you've seen, it wasn't easy, and this is the first time they're all doing. Please give a warm welcome. I mean, this was not easy. Not easy. Not easy. And the one thing that makes iImpact different than any other program is we encourage, we support, we empower, I standing for individual, I as the community, but we also move around to different neighborhoods. So we make sure that it's local and it represents the community itself. So I just want to give a great thank you, and even for the youngsters of the iImpact, it starts for 10 all the way up. And these are the next ambassador for Moss Park. They're going to do applying for grants, for community, for safety, and they need the adult support. They got to be at the table to make an impact and a difference. They cannot just be, adult cannot be speaking on behalf of the youth. Youth themselves know, and they're able to articulate, and they're able to speak if you guys give the opportunity for all these youth. So thank you guys. Yes. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. You can have a seat. Now I'm gonna introduce Leona and Galila. Can you come join me? Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Leona. I've lived in Moss Park for the last 35 years. And I've seen a lot of things go up, a lot of things go down, a lot of shit happening around here. A lot of bang bang, a lot of people getting beaten, a lot of people getting stabbed, and it's not good. This weekend, it just passed, I had an interaction with a man that had a very vicious dog. And he bit the kid, but I'm not sure how serious it was. So I went after the guy, even though I'm not a tenor rep anymore, and I have for the last 10 years, and they took that away from me. I run this whole area. People always come to me and ask, where's the super? Where is he? And all this stuff. So I didn't report the idea of the man's dog bit the kid because the leash broke. So he ran after the dog and held him down like he was wrestling with him, like WWF. It's not the way you treat an animal. But he came back after he put the dog in the house and said, "Is the kid okay?" And I said, that's not right. This safety could be so much better if we had our own community, not John Ennis across the street. We'd be right in our own backyard. We have a lot of space back here. where we could do more space. This is a lot of green space here that could do so much for these kids that are here. Mothers don't want to take their kids outside at night. They come out in the evening time. I've seen it. So I see a lot of compassion, a lot of love, and the kids want to play. They need a better pool out there that's been broken for the last 20 years, 30 years. They've never really used it. John Anna says to come over and babysit it. It's crazy. So we need more people to have more lights, more security, not just sitting in their office doing nothing. You know, they just come when there's an emergency or something like that. No, we need them out there more patrolling, you know. So it's sad that when people stay inside doors and they don't come out. And I live at I work for Building Roots, and we see it. Nobody comes out. We have to deliver the groceries to them. They won't come out. We have events. Gladys has a Moss Park, and it turns out amazing. Everybody comes out once you mention food. Anything. She does an amazing, great job for the last, 10, 15 years she's been doing it. And she should get a pat on the back for doing such a great job. And Christian Wong Pam comes here to support her. And I agree with that. I love the woman, and I love Gladys. I think she does a great job with this community. She's the only one that does anything for this community. I hear so much about Regent Park. Okay, that's nice. So it's built, so it's new. So what? What about us? We get left behind. Is that fair to us? No. And I think it's only fair that someone should lift us up and show us support for our community. You know, we love this area. We love the kids out there. We watch them. But again, it's the same thing, circle after circle.
Hi guys, my name is Galila. My family has been in Moss Park for the last 35 years, and since my brother and I have been born, we were born and raised here. I'm 25, so 25 years. I've seen the neighborhood change a lot. At least, especially since COVID, we lost a lot of people in the community, and there were a ton of new issues that sort of came up. When I was growing up, there was, typical sort of, violence and stuff like that. And I think, we have a lot of elderly people in the community as well. And so people don't really realize that Moss Park is a really niche pocket of a community. Like, we have a lot of elderly neighbors. We have a lot of new families in the country with young kids, and this is probably the first place that they're living in the country. So same with my mom, right? When she first came here, this is where she raised us. So I think that when we look at safety, a lot of it is, like a lot of the kids have said too, is just a place for people to just come together where, because a lot of people actually know each other, maybe even not by name, but I come see you down the street, I seen you at the grocery store, whatever the case might be, I know you, right? So it is definitely about having more safe communal space. I think a lot of people don't realize as well is that we have a lot of people in the community that are also unhoused. So in as much as we live in TCHC, we also have probably the most amount of shelters within a square block radius than the rest of downtown Toronto, right? And so with that comes its own sort of struggles that I'm very, very empathetic to myself, but you know what I mean? It comes with its own set of challenges. And so being able to support them while supporting us is a huge, huge facet of this. Being able to create more accessible spaces for folks that are unhoused, as well as ourselves, the people that live in this specific pocket of Moss Park. There's also Moss Park, Pembroke. There's so many different pockets of the neighborhood that all have their own distinct issues. And so I think you can't really make safety a sort of blanket statement. It's a great start here, just having people around, having people come talk about their ideas, talk about what they've struggled with. Myself included, I think, like I said, especially since COVID, I would say that we've seen sort of a new wave of physical assaults, sort of people sleeping in the staircases, things that people don't really want to talk about, but you see it. And again, you want to be empathetic to it as well, right? But you also want to prioritize your safety. So I think looking at everything in all of its layers and attacking each thing individually will really, really help. Again, we have a good amount of mental health services, but more is better. having things for young families, having things for the teens, for the kids. And I think you might realize that like in a lot of really successful neighborhoods, there's a lot of places where people can exercise hobbies, can develop new skills. And again, just being able to grow together and learn together. So again, I say, there's a lot of new people in the neighborhood as well, and so I think being able to do stuff like this now, getting people acquainted with each other, would be great as well. I know, like, I could see some of my neighbors here right now, and it's love, you know. So you help each other where you can, but I think if you want to kind of tackle it from a larger level, things like this is really great. So I'm glad we're doing this.
Thank you. Thank you. And Leona. Thank you very much, Leona. Thank you. Thank you.
I guess the youth are coming back down. I was going to do that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, so one of the most important parts of this meeting is, of course, hearing what you guys have to say as community members, as residents, and as agencies that work in the community. So what we're going to be doing is that in your tables, or maybe in your tables. Okay, sorry. In your tables, some of the youth are going to split up and come to each table, so are ourselves as well. And we're just going to talk about what we think of safety in the Moss Park area, just to kind of identify some of the main issues that are kind of consistent. And yeah, we're going to kind of come together and strategize what we think and how we can kind of move forward together on how to solve these issues, or what are those kind of first steps. So we're going to disperse. There will be someone at each table kind of lead the conversation. Okay, or there's also sticky notes. Okay, and we also have sticky notes, so we're going to be writing everything down, and we'll do this for 25, 30-ish minutes, and then we'll come back together. We'll kind of see like what are kind of the consistent themes, and yeah, does that sound good to everyone? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so then after that, the food is coming. It's probably going to come in like 30-ish minutes. And then also we're going to recognize some of the youth for the work that they've done, and then that will be the end of the gathering. So yeah, so we'll start off with those group discussions right now.
When you attend an event and then when you come, I participated in a particular event, but what did I gain out of it? Yeah. What's the outcome of that event? It's not about just organizing events, but it's just that.
Engaging and educational.
A variety of, and also with purpose. With clear purpose. Yeah, it's very true. Because sometimes agencies come in and we just want to do something, but we don't really engage the community enough to get a sense as to what they really want.
Because you hear a lot of people saying that, okay, there are too many events, but then what's the outcome?
I think the most important thing is really involve the community in the planning, so that it's something that they really want.
Okay. I don't want to input.
Anything else?
I guess it could be like things that make you feel like more safe, or things that make you feel less safe. Right?
Like balance,
yeah? Because right now we mainly have things that make us, well, okay, for example, security, police and cameras or CCTV, that makes you more safe or less safe?
Yeah,
more safe? Okay. So I'll put like a check mark beside more safe. And then lighting would make you feel more safe.
Yeah. uncomfortable when you go outside, you see the light. Maybe a lot of people.
More people?
Yeah. When you go outside, don't go alone. Yeah. Feel,
Go in like a group.
exactly.
Make ourselves aware that we are here to support the youth. We focus on youth, so we're in schools, we're in communities, and we're also in the court. Our organization deals with a lot of diversion. So any kids that have been pre-charged, in hopes if they are recommended to us by courts, judge, crown, lawyers, or probation officers, they will be in our program for 12 to 15 weeks. If they successfully complete it, they'll get their charter job. So giving them another opportunity, right? Because we all been kids before our youth. We've all made mistakes. Prior to me starting working at Peace Builder, I didn't even know there was something existed as a diversion program, right? Because that would have been something that maybe, I won't say myself, but many of my friends that I knew would have probably participated in it. It wasn't something that was common, it wasn't something that people were educated on. And I think when it comes to youth a lot too, so with us, we try to be in the schools, because if we can teach them a little bit prior to them getting more independent, because when you're in high school, I've been there, grade 9 is a refresher of grade 8, grade 10 you do what you want, grade 11 you learn how to skip, or get co-op, or in a placement, and you decide that, okay, this is easy, and then grade 12, you're really like, oh my God, I need to settle down and figure out my life.
Why people get mental? You think I am good? Everybody have a mental illness problem. If I am say I'm good, no, everyone have a sick problem, because we going down. Everyone going down. Not only elders. I am 54, she 84. Like everyone needs safe, living safety. I'm scared. Before I don't scared. Now I'm scared going, coming from my apartment. I throw garbage. I'm scared because one time garbage you have a female and male. They have a sex in the room, in the garbage room. You know, last year, October or November, I run down here. I tell security because they're doing lots of things. They have a camera.
In the park,
Yeah, but that's like an awful. Yeah, but I'm saying that might be
so dark. I would say that. Really like right around.
No, we're gonna give them. We're gonna physically because it's not. Yeah, we're gonna hand out.
As the discussions on safety continued, attendees broke into smaller working groups to dive deeper into key safety concerns. Facilitated by local organizations like Peace Builders, the Regent Park Safety Network, and a representative from Councillor Chris Moyse's office. These discussions provided a space for residents to collaborate on solutions.
Hi everyone! Hi everybody! May we get your attention? If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. Yay! I just wanted to let everybody know, don't forget to scan the barcode. This leads you to a survey. So don't forget, scan the barcode. It leads you to a survey. So we just wanted to know, thank you guys for answering the questions. We're just gonna do some brief introductions, and then we just would like to call one person from every table to just give us a breakdown of what you talked about. We want to know what you're talking about. We've heard a lot of common themes. So these questions are going to be sent to the proper channels that will help to support any of the challenges that you guys face. And yeah, so that's the first thing. Second thing, so we're gonna do a few introductions. There's a few people in the room that I think everyone should get to know that do amazing work, starting with Gladys and myself. We work at the Neighborhood Information Post. It's if you guys know where the Parliament Library is, it's on the second floor. So basically what we do at the Neighborhood Information Post is we provide a bunch of services for the community. Our main service is the rent bank program. So if you're in rent relief and you know someone who might be in rental arrears, as long as they're paying market rent and there's a few eligibility criteria, you can apply for that. Something called the Emergency Energy Fund program, something called the Housing Trusteeship program. We also do a lot of youth programs. If you look at the back, there's a Moss Park photo story with their Moss Park youth. He's on the flyer, so it's a photography program that they're a part of. We also have a cookbook. If you guys see, it was a Moss Park cookbook that we did with a few of our chefs in the building. You guys had some amazing food from it.
Yes, the recipe for this is in here from
Yes.
Senate.
Yes,
and
right.
we've got recipes.
So yeah, so we're gonna do a part 2. So we need some Habesha food in this. We need some other food in this. So I just want more residents of Moss Park to contribute to the recipe cookbook. We also have a few flyers here with the partnerships that we have on the table. CCRP being one. Dixon has like a senior group for shopping. They take senior shopping. So yeah, anything else?
Yeah, so we also do form filling. And if you need help, accessing government or community services programs, give us a call or come to our office and we will help you. But yeah, I just wanted to add on to what Leah said. The photos taken by the Moss Park youths, they're in the photo. I don't know if the photo
It's a
book
photo
is still
book. I
around,
think it's
but
on that too.
The photos are being displayed at John Innes right now, and we're hoping that one day they could be displayed at either City Hall or maybe both City Hall and Metro Hall. We're working on that. But yeah, the youths are here. The youths who took the photos, some of them are here. So yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So yeah, if you ever need anything from Neighborhood Information Post, feel free to reach out to us. We do a lot of work, and the goal is to have this bubble room open 3 times a week in a few coming months. So yeah, we'll let you guys know when that happens. And I want to also introduce a few other groups. So we have Peace Builders. If you can please step up to the floor is yours.
Guys. You want to start or you want me to start?
No, you go first.
I want to take the opportunity to say thank you to everyone that came out. I appreciate you all and having us be able to speak on the issues that reside in Moss Park. So myself and Gabby are from Peace Builder. We're located at Daniel Spectrum Building on the 2nd floor. Mainly what we do is just a little bit of what we do. We work in the communities. We have various workshops in the communities based on identity, mental health, restorative justice. Basically, we're a conflict resolution organization. We also work in the schools where we bring circles into schools to deal with better resolutions in regards to how youth deal with conflict, as well as we also work outside of the courts. So that is mainly one of the biggest focuses we do focus on when it comes to youth. So any youth that has been charged or pre-charged, my apologies, pre-charged with by law, within the law. Wow, sorry. Within the law, it's quite late. Within the law, their program, if given an opportunity to either crown lawyer, probation officer, or justice of the peace, it will be brought to our attention. We will do an intake if the youth accept. They'll be put into a 12 to 15-week program, and once they've completed successfully the program, their charges will be withdrawn. So we always take the opportunity that to give another youth an opportunity where they have a second chance. Because we all know that we've been kids before, we've done some, lack of a better word, dumb stuff,
And I don't feel like that should hinder them from getting a job or being able to work with youth or anything else in the future as they get older. So when they do take the opportunity in this program, it goes through a 12 to 15 week program where they learn about empathy, they learn about accountability, they learn about respect, how they're prejudged before anything, most importantly. So they go through all of those, and then in the second part of the segue, they will speak about the charges. So in the first week, we just build community. We build an opportunity to understand. I think that's what youth always lack. They don't get to share their voices. So giving them that opportunity to share their voice and hear where they're coming from, because I've been there. I was that kid that a lot of people said you'd be dead by 21. I made it. I've gotten out, and sometimes I take that as a positive motivation, but not everybody is built the same, right? So building resilience and resistance of how to deal with certain outcomes is a lot too. So that is what I do in the community. My colleague, who I dearly love on our team, deals with the legal and research, advocacy and research aspects of it. So she will speak about that. And then we also have an event happening tomorrow.
Thank you, Richard, and also thank you everyone for having this conversation and having this space. So a lot of what we do is involving youth we work with youth involved in the justice system, but we recently launched a record suspension support program. So in thinking about what safety means, I think something that comes to mind is making sure everyone has access to very basic needs like housing, like food, like good jobs. And so sometimes when a person gets involved in the justice system, they come out with a criminal record. And that can get in the way of them getting a job, bouncing back on their feet, and coming back to community. And so it puts them in a really unsafe position. And so part of what we do with the program is we work with folks who are trying to get their record suspended so that they can do that bounce back. And of course, we will refer them to other services like neighborhood information posts in case they have other needs that we can't quite help with. We're having an event tomorrow, like Richard said, so I'm going to shamelessly plug it. It's a clinic and a reintegration service fair. So we'll be doing an information session about criminal records, what that looks like, how to get your record suspended. We'll be doing one-on-one free appointments for anyone who needs their record suspended. And then we'll also be having a lot of community organizations like Neighborhood Information Post showing up and promoting their services. So a lot of that is about making sure that we're helping people come back to community in a good way. So I think that sort of is where we'll wrap it up. There's a lot of work that we do as well, but come see us in Regent Park. We're just down the way at Daniel Spectrum, and I think that's about it.
Hey, good evening, everybody. My name is David. My name is also David. And we're here from the Moss Park Coalition. You don't have to be called David to join. But we advocate for things like good jobs in the neighborhood, for things like a social development plan. And today we wanted to talk a little bit about some of the stuff we're doing for community safety as well. So there's an organization called MedTrack, and they do safety walks and safety audits, and we're planning to do 2 of them next month. So if anybody would like to join us, we'd really love to have you guys out. It's to identify things that are unsafe. Like we heard today a lot about like the lack of lighting. We've also heard from residents about maintenance issues, and we want to try to identify some of these things and really create plans to change those as well. We also have some awesome students from U of T that are here with us. Maybe I could ask you guys to stand up. And they're going to be helping us with the safety walk as well.
The reason behind the safety walk is to work to develop a safety plan that's community-led. So we know there's different versions of what it means to have a safe community. We know that police and security guards have one sense of what safety looks like and how it can be achieved. Sometimes that aligns with what community wants. A lot of times it's in conflict. So it's important to have community-based understandings of what safety is and how to achieve that.
Thanks.
Thank you, David and David. So David also is from U of T as well. And then just one last group, Regent Park Safety Network, Haja, the co-chair. So we just wanted to hear.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Hajia. First of all, thank you for having me here. I'm pleased to be here with you. My name is Hajia. I'm a co-chair of Regent Park Safety Network. Not just me and Leonard, but he's not here. He's busy with other Regent Park stuff, so it's just me today. I became a safety network co-chair 2 years ago. So what we do in safety network is every third week of the month we have a safety meeting online for now. So the community we send the community Zoom link. They come, we talk about what's happening in the community, and we'll have the police officers, the neighborhood police officer, to come and share what's happening in the community. First, the residents will share what's happening, what they see, what's in their mind regarding safety. And then we'll have the police officer respond to whatever that their worry is, or whatever that the police are doing that week, and what's happening in the Regent Park, what's not happening. And then we also will have the Toronto housing to report what's going on. We will have Chris Moy's office. They also come and tell us what's going on, and we'll have also Sasha from Chris One's office. She'll come and talk to us what's going on with them and what's going on in the office regarding Regent Park. And we also once every month we'll have a safety walk in the community. So we are trying now to every third week of the month. The safety walk is once every couple of months, 2 months or so, like that. Yeah, there's no dates there. Yeah, so and then what else? Except also when something happened emergency, or something happened in the community, like last time. The last thing we had in the community is the carjack. So we even though we were in break, it's like a Christmas break. Then everybody's in break, but because of that, because of the high carjack, there we called the community to come and discuss and express their worries, and we have the officers tell us that it's not really come from Regent Park. It's not the people from Regent Park. It's other community somewhere else. They just end up. The unfortunate event just end up in Regent Park, which is most of the time is like that. Like it's come from somewhere and then it just end up happening in the Regent Park area. So yeah. Mother. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so next we do have Council's office going to speak, but right after our youth. we have Adnan who's going to speak, one of our long time youth. He's been involved in our program since he was a little child, and Phil San. So you guys can come up and speak, okay? Sorry, he's all grown up now.
And just to let you guys know, Wilson is sick, so that's why she's wearing masks. It's not that she's afraid. I know some people with that. And are you confident? Do you need to be here, or you're ready to go? Okay. So she still needs. That's one of the things with our impact. It takes a lot. It takes a courage for you to come up. And for leaders out there or program, make sure that you support them. It's not just putting on a program and presentation and facilitation. There's more to that. So go ahead. Exactly, right? Go ahead, Philson. And I'm just here as her support guide. Go ahead.
Good evening. My name is Philson. And I just joined this program recently. And I learned that safety in a community is very important. And we do kind of lack that in this community. Some things that I feel like Toronto Community Housing or like Moss Park or Regent Park needs to add is I think we need more police officers in the buildings and more cleaners because it's really dirty. Yeah. Police, security, yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. What would you say, Philson, if I ask you, what would you say in regards, what would you say the solution for safe community is to you? What would you like to see? If you had a magic
Just like
wand.
people coming together, I feel like that's also a community. Ever since the COVID, I feel like a lot of people have been at home because they're scared, but you know, it's okay, just come out. We're all a community. Yeah. That's all.
Thank you. Good job.
My name's Adnan. I'm also part of this program. I also recently joined as well. What I've learned from this program, the impact program, is that there's a lot of aspects when it comes to building a safe community and a healthy community. We learned that among that is being able to build strong character, specifically leadership within our members, the community members, such as the youth. That is what this program strives to do. So, for example, we have a lot of youth ranging from university level, such as myself, to elementary level, and we the basic kind of what we did was being able to help the participants communicate better, being able to be a leader in the community, and that's really what we need. As if everyone has these skills and apply them to the day-to-day life, it'll be able to build a stronger community where everybody can come together and form ideas, discuss and have more effective communication in building a stronger community. And as well, I think more people should join this program, and more programs like this should exist so that we have a more well-rounded community, which builds a more well-rounded city, country, etc., even to a more well-rounded world. And I believe that leadership is one of the most fundamental things when it comes to building a greater, and safer community for everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to call on Yusuf
Yes.
now. And you can bring the awards with you.
Hi, my name is Yusuf. I'm the lead for Moss Park, and I'm here on behalf of Councillor Moyes. If you guys have any issues with any local, municipal, anything from housing, transportation, garbage, lights, Toronto Hydro, I'm your person. And yeah, thank you.
I want to say life's garbage.
We'll talk after.
Yeah. You have a problem right there, right now.
He's your guy. So yeah, so you guys could He will be here after to answer any questions that you guys have. As he mentioned, he is working for the municipality, so garbages and lights is a municipal issue. So Councillor Moyes' office would be your local counselor that will handle these issues. So yeah, if you have any concerns after this, we can speak to Yusuf. But for now, I'm gonna ask Gladys to come up, and Yusuf and Gladys are gonna award on behalf of the counselor's office and Neighborhood Information Post and the city and Flemington Health Center. They want to award an impact. They want to award the youth with some certificates. So if Gladys and Yusuf can come up, and they'll start calling them.
The first name on the list is Taqib Ahmed.
Congratulations. Thank you. And here. Oh, I'm so sorry. And this is from Councillor Moyes' office.
Want me to?
Yahya Mohammed.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Go. This time right beside you. Samir Kula. Adnan Hanif. Faduma Akbar. Ugbat Akbar. Fortune Hassan. Amira Mohammed.
Najma? Wilson? Oh, Wilson, congratulations. Samir Mohammed? She's not here. Okay, thank you, Nemo. Oh, Halimo? Halimo? Nemo.
them a round of applause. Yes, we'll take a photo of you guys. No, it's about to come here. Oh, this is a long one. It's not hard. Are we going from this way? Yeah. Okay, I have that by. Sarah, you gonna go on the photo? Okay, I'm good. Go ahead. Yeah. 3 say Moss Park. Moss Park. Moss Park. So we're good? Yeah. So before you guys leave, just wanted to have each table answer their question, and we'll take questions after. So table number 1. Who's table number 1 here?
We're number 1.
Does anybody want to speak? Or everybody, or a few people, or?
I think we are good for now because we have been.
Who's gonna speak?
Yeah, she was speaking.
Okay.
She has not.
We'll get one after you guys. Okay, table. You guys all.
Hang on, can I take a photo? That's such a nice.
Right? Thank you. We're in there.
Thank you.
We're gonna get more after, don't we? Okay, Hanan. I can go. Yeah. Sure. Okay, you guys, so we have someone from table number 1. They're gonna read their questions. And
Hi everyone! Before we leave, I know you guys are full, right? I know it's a dinner finish, but we're almost done, I promise. This is probably the most important part of tonight. We really do want to hear what you guys were able to talk about at your tables. So we're going to have one person from each table just come back to the group and just talk about the main points. And we're going to start with the first table. And yeah.
all right, so we have Hanan from the first table here. So she's going to read out the question and discuss what her group talked about.
So at the first table, the question was, as a member of the Moss Park community, do you feel safe? Why or why not? So most people on the table said that no, they don't feel safe. There's a fear of going outside because of a lot of the violence that happens within the building, within the lobby. A lot of other residents in the building will block people from getting in. There's racism that goes on and other forms of bullying as well. There's also a concern about the lights. I think that's a recurrent issue that everyone in the room is kind of talking about. There's not enough lights outside. So especially during the winter times when it gets darker early, that's a major concern. Dogs in the building is also a concern as well. And having a rec space in the 155 building has been a barrier to running programming in the building. And there's also a recommendation that they want to have just a communal space for everyone to just come to get together, to just relax, to just chill, to have coffee, to have tea together. So I hope that's something that we can kind of build in the future, in the near future. So those are some of the points that we have from table 1. Is there anything that I was missing you guys wanted to say? No?
Safety is, the public. Outside the washroom. They use the washroom outside, backside the garbage container. so many times I see, I also clean it.
Proper lighting in the back of
Throw
what
on the top.
Yeah, so lighting,
Yeah.
That's what
garbage.
she said, because
Yeah.
people use it as a bathroom.
Yeah.
Bathroom, like a toilet or
Use
pee.
it as a
The
bathroom.
tunnel, you know the 155, they have a Dollarama and 155 building, they have a tunnel. In the tunnel, they're using 24 hours in washroom, pee, in the wall. Summertime I wash, I have a water coat, I wash. And we wash, other president was simmer. When wind, you can feel it. You come from this building, Dollarama, you can feel it, the smell. Nobody do nothing about.
Yeah. And
That's
also,
the very important when COVID time, they're very concerned about it. Now nobody care about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so hygiene as well. Then also
Yeah,
one thing that was brought up as well is maintenance. So I know we've also discussed that maybe in the future we want to have maybe like a workshop on how to file like maintenance issues, if you guys think that would be beneficial, because a lot of people don't know how to effectively file maintenance reports and then follow up with them as well. So that's also something that we've been discussing and something I've heard from the table as well. So yeah, that's all we have from table one.
And
also
we
with
are mostly from 155 building.
Okay, so a lot of, so this table, majority lives in 155 building, which is now part of Moss Park. Before it never used to be challenging, but 155 displays a good example of resident-led safety. So like, I know Michael and Siva, they have each other's numbers. If they feel unsafe, they communicate with each other. They work together a lot in terms of keeping each other safe and their neighbors. When they know something's off, they don't hear from their neighbors. So round of applause, because they do a really good job at just building that safety network within each other. So this is what we're also trying to promote, resident-led. So, you know, residents could rely on each other, depend on each other, and also support each other, because there's power in numbers, as we explained. And if you work together as a community, then a lot of these issues that you face will be resolved. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And then number two, question number two, table number two. Is that this table? Samir. Oh, Samir. Here you go.
Let Samir
I'll help
read
you
it.
All right, so the question at my table was, what makes Moss Park feel like a welcoming community to you? And it's the inclusive community events, like the summer festivals and stuff. You know, that's definitely one.
So inclusive community events that are open to all, involve all people to participate in the planning and execution, from the beginning of it to the execution of it to the day of. That's a really good point.
Youth participation in seniors.
So more youth participation, as you guys see today, and seniors. So more involvement with youth and seniors.
Yeah, and just like more variety of events with clear purpose and are interactive, like today.
Mm-hmm. Lights, trees, plants, and flowers. So more lights, more trees, more plants, more flowers.
Monthly safety audits.
Yeah. So monthly safety audits. Cleanup, more community cleanup. Security cameras and more security guards.
Definitely use those. And substance abuse issues need to be addressed as well.
And more cleanliness. And the lobby door open. Maybe, I don't know. So I think that means like the lobby door, not like if it wasn't open, it would be more safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So less substance abuse. So the substance abuse issues that people see need to be addressed. Cleanliness, security guards, security cameras, monthly safety audits, cleanups, and yeah. Thank you, table number 2. Does anyone have anything to add?
what makes Moss Park feel like a welcoming community to you? Like, what do you, does anyone want to add, like, what you currently see in Moss Park that makes it a welcoming community? No? Anybody? You guys have anything to add? What, is there anything that makes Moss Park feel like a welcoming community?
Like what?
A welcoming community?
Friends, family. We're having events like this.
Inclusiveness, that's what we want, more people to get involved. And just feel like, rather than have the segregation, more inclusive.
Yeah.
Groups of people getting together.
Yeah.
Because we're facing a lot of racism right now in our building. Yeah, so we think we can change that and start get together. Yeah.
Okay.
We have been called the N-word so many times now. Even today, Siva was faced with the N-word and was shoved out the elevator. So we need to get on
Today
this.
we're building bylaw, somebody called. They came, they're looking for.
Yeah.
Tenants called bylaw.
Tenant called by law, and he's a problem because he's the one who called us the N-word. Well, he called me nigger, so because I'm black, that's what he said to me. And then today he was faced with the same thing.
Yeah.
So we need a change. We don't feel safe now if we're going to start calling us niggers. It's a bad thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Samir.
Yeah, no. Not be sorry.
Okay, question number 3. Take one for the team. Yeah. Just come with us. Come stand with us. He's like the most.
I'll speak more. So what am I doing? Want speak? No. Read the question.
So our table's question was, when you think about safety, what comes to your mind? Are there specific changes you'd like to see in the space to improve safety?
Yeah. So, what safety looked like to us, and I assume to all of you guys as well, there's a lot of overlapping ideas. Less drug abuse, right? At least, especially out in the open. More security / police patrolling. Moving around at night from bus or the metro. Feeling safe doing that. That's what safety looked like. Lighting, the biggest one. A little more cameras around the area, not just in the lobby, but maybe on the floors or some hidden spots. Safety also looks like maybe going together as a group. I guess timing your activities at the same time.
Why don't we form a neighborhood watch as well?
That's
the best idea.
Yeah, that's another way to safety. So are there any specific changes you'd like to see to improve safety? So again, more police visibility, more lighting, more cameras, more security in the park as well.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that any kind of bad activities aren't going on. One for the youth, and this one I can speak to as a kid who grew up in Esplanade. Fireworks during July 1st, and as a youth I stayed home because I didn't want to, so that's a big one though, and maybe more police patrols during those times. Say it again?
Nighttime.
Nighttime.
We need police more.
Oh, during nighttime?
Yeah, nighttime is lots of people out.
Yeah.
It's quiet at night.
And another one too, I guess even outside of the community center area, John Innes. So again, as a kid who grew up in Esplanade, I used to frequent St. Lawrence Community Center and John Innes.
John Innes and site need the police in the night.
Yeah, right. So.
John Innes in the back.
Yeah.
They're gonna get rid of that.
Yeah, so they are revitalizing John Innes. So when they fix it up, there'll be way more lights. The parks will be clean. So I honestly encourage all you guys. I appreciate having space here as well, but I always feel like you guys, especially when they renovate it, you gotta make sure it stays in the community. So you guys gotta
when it's nice and new, make sure to go in there and use the community center for yourselves, right? So, yeah.
They're gonna bring it down this year.
Yeah, 2026, I believe, is when it's demolish. Who knows when it'll be rebuilt, right? So, but yeah, that's what safety looks like to us. Thank you.
Nice, great job. You have a question, Nora?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're gonna build what is it, John Dennis across the street?
Yeah.
How come they don't convert? Like Moss Park and John Dennis, because a lot of kids used to come from here, used to go over there. I
Yeah, I
don't
know.
know now.
It's not the same now. It's not the same now. A lot of kids don't go there anymore. But I'm hoping that when they do revitalize it and rebuild it, that the youth will start coming there. That was one of my, as a kid, I used to come there all the time as a kid too, right? But it's not the same. A lot of the kids go to Regent Park now. It's a newer center. They feel safer going there, right? So, yeah, a lot of their friends go there. So a lot of them go to Regent or even Wellesley. Not many kids go to Amidst, but hopefully we're trying to change that with the revitalization.
Rock Park and Regent Park.
Yeah.
We are Regent Park.
Yeah.
We are. Rock Park is Regent.
Yeah.
North and South, we're combined up with the North and South. And that park, we're all Regent.
Yeah.
Regent Park alone.
Yeah.
And that is no way you can get out of it.
They were good?
Are we ready for team? Okay, everybody, group 4, please, can we get your attention?
Like here?
Yeah, council's office. So our question was, how do you feel when you see security personnel in Moss Park?
So for me personally, I don't really see them. I don't really notice them. So I don't really have a say for it about them. Sometimes I see them around the area in the lobby. Usually they'd be, minding their own business. There's not much for me to say as well about how I feel about security guards, but I know that we were discussing in the table how some people didn't feel safe with like police officers and security guards in general because sometimes they can be really pushy towards people or racialized individuals.
That's it, true.
Yeah.
It's all right. So don't you feel safe around them? Arrogant.
I used to live here like 7 years ago, and before I didn't really notice security personnel. So now when I see them, it's kind of like, why didn't I see it before? Like, why is it just here now? I might have just not encountered them, but like I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of the stuff that was mentioned at our table has been echoed by the groups that have gone forward. But the main thing was having these safety network meetings should include security guards or security personnel or police officers, because I believe that they don't understand what safety looks like for community members. So with them not being here, it's like you're really speaking to community members about community stuff, but it's not necessarily about the community. It's about the whole entire facet of the people that are involved. So I think the biggest thing was making sure that if you want to feel safe, is having the actual security personnel or police here so they can speak on their approach and their theory, and then you can also hear the impact that it affects to the community, and then vice versa. So that was the overall topic.
Before you guys leave, as you're speaking, I see the security guard. I've seen someone from CSU, which is a community safety unit. So Moss Park has a community safety unit who works for Toronto Community Housing, as well as a privately hired security company. So there's 2 sets of security here, right? So does everybody know and anyone know? Because from I've been here, I've seen a lot of security CSUs go there. So I'm assuming like it's a headquarters, maybe like.
Yeah, they're removing. They haven't started being removed, but they're putting it back in.
Okay. So I personally know 2 constables with the CSU. I wasn't able to reach out to them. I don't remember where I put their numbers. But they were very welcoming. They always asked me to invite them to anything that we have. So I know they are willing and more than willing to come out if they are invited. I know we can simply walk next door and say, hey, could somebody join? Could somebody here? It's not as formal, but I know they're usually willing to join. So I agree next time we should invite them early on. We wanted to make this as resident-based as possible to hear what you guys want. So now that we know like security being here is a thing, it's right, like we're gonna take this information back to them anyways, but I think it's good to hear what residents want for now, and then we can invite the security. But just to let everybody know, they are next door. The CSU, if you have any questions, don't be shy, ask them.
They're returning now.
They're nice guys and they definitely will answer your questions.
Some of them, not all.
Yeah. Not all, I guess, but some.
Yeah, attitude.
All right. Thank you. So
Thank you,
thank you guys. Group number 5.
Perfect.
From the panels, is Toronto housing here?
No.
So can we, so I just want to bring it up for Liana.
Here,
Leah, yeah. Just I want to add that I'm glad you mentioned, Leah, about the security being here and even TPS. I think I'm assuming this is 51 Division, correct? Yeah, 51 Division. Neighborhood officers to be also present. And the biggest one is, where's Toronto Housing? Toronto Community Housing. They have community and a coordinator for access. Because I'm hearing in the table I was going is TCHC has to be here, present. Because if the people are not at the table, what is the point of doing an enhanced safety community? The right players are not at the table. They have to be present. Maybe we have the mayor councilor's office here to let them going if it needs be. But Toronto Housing, because what I'm hearing from the group, I'm hearing more about issue within the building, whether it's safety, whether it's the cleanliness, whether it's security guards. So that means Toronto Housing, community housing have to be here. TCHC has to be present, including the tenants rep. I know that they have tenants rep. Is the tenants rep here today? Each TCHC? Okay, there you go, right? So
I came first, I looking for the CSC.
Got it.
Okay, right.
Can you explain what CHC? Because some people don't know. That's, again, the power of engagement. Remember with the impact, the more you know, the more you can make an impact, right? And information. Can you just tell us what it stands for? That abbreviation?
CSC.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
But it is
Community-
specific for
Community
community
safety.
constable, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so on. So
They don't come by. These are all things
You
they
call
need to
them, they don't
listen.
show up. You have a meeting, you call them to come, they
They're
don't show up.
supposed here.
They don't.
When we call something happen, they come after 5-6 hours. The problem is gone. The person is died. Then they come. Why?
That is true. That is true. Especially
Yeah.
what happened, right?
This is they need to listen. They work for us. They need to be here.
I just helped you guys in. It's not me. I'm letting this come in. Just put it in there. There you go. Go ahead. You're welcome, guys. Go ahead. Aaliyah, go ahead.
The meeting closed with a moment of recognition. Awards were given to outstanding community members for their contributions, underscoring the critical roles these gatherings play in fostering unity. By celebrating the work of local leaders, the event reinforced a simple truth. Lasting change begins with those who care enough to take action.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow us on all our social medias, and for more information, please visit our website.